The Iran PJAK conflict, or Iran Party for a Free Life in Kurdistan conflict, was an armed conflict between the Islamic Republic of Iran and the ethnic secessionist Kurdish guerrilla group Party for a Free Life in Kurdistan, which began in 2004. The group had been carrying out attacks in the Kurdistan province of Iran and other Kurdish-inhabited areas, and is closely affiliated with the Kurdistan Workers' Party operating against Turkey. Following large clashes in summer 2011, a ceasefire was declared between the parties, with Iran claiming victory and PJAK ending all armed operations as of 29 September 2011. Since then, several violent incidents have occurred, including the Ban Air clash in December 2011 and another clash in April 2012. In 2013, confrontations renewed, including clashes in May 2013, August battle in Sardash border area and more events in October. In line with the Turkish PKK's goals, PJAK leaders say their long-term goals are to establish an autonomous Kurdish region within the Iranian state. It is mainly focused on replacing Iran's theocracy with a democratic and federal government, where self-rule is granted to all ethnic minorities of Iran, including Sunni Arabs, Azeris, and Kurds. Many, however, refer to PJAK as a strictly separatist organization, pursuing a complete disengagement of the Kurdish regions from Iran in alliance with neighboring Kurdish regions in Iraq, Turkey and Syria. Background: since the Iranian Revolution, there has been an ongoing conflict between Iran's central government and Kurdish political movements rooted in the predominantly Kurdish region of western Iran. The level of violence has ebbed and flowed, with peaks of serious conflict in 1979, the early 80s and the early 90s. Kurdish casualties are estimated by the Kurdish Democratic Party of Iran at more than 30,000 civilian dead in addition to 4,000 Kurdish fighters. Along with the dead, there have been tens of thousands of people imprisoned, hundreds of villages destroyed and hundreds of thousands of people displaced. The local economy of an already underdeveloped region has been severely damaged by the conflict, as of course has the Iranian economy as a whole. Founding of PJAK: the exact history of PJAK is widely disputed. Turkey and Iran claim that PJAK is no more than an offshoot of the Kurdistan Workers' Party. According to some sources, members of the PKK founded the PJAK in 2004 as an Iranian equivalent to their leftist nationalist insurgency against the Turkish government. According to founding members of PJAK, however, the group began in Iran around 1997 as an entirely peaceful student-based human rights movement. The group was inspired by the success of Iraq's Kurdish Autonomous Region and by the PKK's struggle in Turkey. Discouraged by the failure of previous Kurdish revolts, however, PJAK's leaders initially worked only to maintain and build a Kurdish national identity and to thwart the Iranian government's attempts to rebrand Iranian Kurds as ethnic Persians or Aryans. After a series of government crackdowns against Kurdish activists and intellectuals, the group's leadership moved to the safety of Iraqi Kurdistan in 1999. There they settled in the area controlled by the PKK on the slopes of Mount Kandil, less than 16 kilometers from the Iranian border. Once established at Kandil and operating under the PKK's security umbrella, PJAK adopted many of the political ideas and military strategies of jailed PKK leader Abdullah Öcalan, whose theories had initially inspired PJAK's founders while still in Iran. The PKK's ideological influence also transformed PJAK from a civil rights movement to a more ambitious and multi-directional independence movement. aided by the transfer of many seasoned PKK fighters of Iranian origin into PJAK. Abductions of Iranian security forces. PJAK's leaders have twice kidnapped groups of Iranian soldiers in 2003 and 2004. In both instances, Iranian soldiers were released unharmed after being tried and acquitted for crimes against the Kurdish people by ad hoc PJAK courts. In Iranian Kurdistan. Timeline 2004. The PJAK group's first armed attack took place in 2004 in the Mariwan region of Iranian Kurdistan, after Iranian security forces fired on a Kurdish demonstration, killing 10 people. 2005. Istanbul's Sahan news agency claimed that over 100 members of the Iranian security forces were killed by PJAK during 2005. 2006. In February 2006, 10 Kurdish demonstrators were killed by police in the city of Baku. PJAK responded with 3 attacks against 2 Iranian bases. PJAK killed 24 members of Iranian security forces on April 3, 2006 in a raid performed in retaliation for the killing of 10 Kurds demonstrating in Baku by Iranian security forces. On April 10, 2006, 7 PJAK members were arrested in Iran, on suspicion that they killed 3 Iranian security force personnel. Shortly afterward, on April 21, and again a week later, Iranian troops fired nearly 100 artillery shells at PJAK positions near Mount Kandil and briefly crossed the Iraqi border, according to the Iraqi Ministry of Defense. The Iranian attack is believed to have killed no more than 10 PJAK fighters. PJAK set off a bomb on 8 May 2006 in Kermanshah, wounding 5 people at a government building. Since those events, the U.S. news channel MSNBC claimed that the Iranian military begun bombardments of Kurdish villages in U.S.-occupied Iraq along the Iranian border, while claiming that their primary targets were PJAK militants. A number of civilians died. PJAK troops killed 4 Iranian soldiers on May 27, in a clash near the town of Mako in Iranian Kurdistan, the PKK's ROJ-TV reported. On September 5, 2006, it was reported that Iranian forces engaged PJAK Nisar, killing more than 30 and injuring 40 Kurdish militants. 2007. On February 24, 2007, an Iranian helicopter crashed near the town of Khoi, killing 13 soldiers, including several members of the elite Revolutionary Guards and Said Kahari, the head of the Iranian Army's 3rd Corps. PJAK quickly claimed to have shot down the helicopter using a shoulder-launched missile, killing 20 soldiers, including several senior officers. During an hour-long battle, Iran, however, blamed the crash on bad weather. After that, Iran launched a counter-offensive against the group in the northeast of Iran's West Azerbaijan province, near the Turkish border. According to Iran's state news agencies, as many as 47 Kurdish rebels and 17 Iranian soldiers were killed in the violence between February 25 and March 1. 2007. In August 2007, PJAK claimed it managed to down another Iranian military helicopter that was conducting a forward operation of bombardment by Iranian forces. According to Kurdish officials, Iranian troops raided northern Iraq on August 23, 2007, attacking several villages. 2008. The Iranian news agency IRNA reported on October 11, 2008 that members of the Iranian religious militia Basij killed 4 Kurdish guerrillas in a clash close to the Iraqi border. In August 2008, under Iranian pressure, one of Iraqi Kurdistan's ruling parties, the PJAK, launched an offensive against PJAK forces. KDP leader and president of Iraqi Kurdistan, Masoud Barzani, condemned PJAK operations against Iran multiple times. According to West Azerbaijan Provincial Police Commander Brigadier Hassan Karimi, his forces clashed with PJAK 65 times, killing 13 PJAK fighters and injuring 24 from April to November 2008. According to Brigadier Karimi, this marked a 13% decline in PJAK attacks. On November 10, 2008, PJAK announced it had halted all operations in Iran and would start fighting the Turkish military. 2009 On April 24, 2009, PJAK rebels attacked a police station in Kermanshah province. According to updated reports, 18 policemen and 8 rebels were killed in a fierce gun battle. According to Iranian government sources, the attack resulted in 10 policemen and 10 rebels killed. According to Heidelberg Institute for International Conflict Research, the attack, which occurred on April 24 and 25, involved PJAK attacks on 2 police stations in the cities of Ravansa in northern Kermanshah province and in Sanandaj, the capital of Kurdistan province, killing 11 police officers, with more than 10 PJAK members reportedly killed. Iran responded a week later by attacking Kurdish villages in the border area of Panjwin inside Iraq using helicopter gunships. According to Iraqi border guards officials, the area attacked by Iran was not considered a stronghold of PJAK. That appeared to have been the target of the raid. According to the ICRC, more than 800 Iraqi Kurds have been forced from their homes by the recent cross-border violence. 2010 In 2010, PJAK claimed responsibility for the deaths of 3 Revolutionary Guard soldiers in Khoi. Earlier in the year, Iranian police arrested a suspect in the killing of a prosecutor in the same region during clashes with Kurdish militants. 2011. On March 24, 2 Iranian police officers were killed and 3 others injured in 2 attacks in the city of Sanandaj in Kurdistan province, and on April 1, 4 border guards were killed and 3 others were wounded in an attack against a police station near the city of Marivan. On April 4, Iran's Islamic Revolution Guards Corps said the perpetrators of the previous attacks in Sanandaj were killed. 2 Kurdish guerrillas affiliated to PJAK were reported to have been killed and another wounded by the IRIB TV website on June 19, 2011. In Iran's northwestern town of Choldran in West Azerbaijan province, on 16 July 2011, the Iranian army launched a major offensive against PJAK compounds in the mountainous regions of northern Iraq. On July 17, the Revolutionary Guard killed at last 5 PJAK members in a raid that destroyed one of the group's headquarters in northwestern Iran. PJAK claimed 21 Iranian soldiers were killed in the clashes. Iranian authorities, on the other hand, confirmed their casualties at 1 killed and 3 injured, while claiming to have inflicted heavy losses on the rebels. They announced that they had captured 3 rebel bases, one of which was identified as Marvan and was said to be the leading PJAK camp in the region. On July 20, PJAK killed 5 Revolutionary Guard members and 1 Revolutionary Guard commander, while Revolutionary Guard forces killed 35 PJAK fighters and captured several others during clashes on July 25. By July 26, more than 50 PJAK fighters and 8 Revolutionary Guards had been killed, and at least 100 PJAK fighters had been wounded according to Iranian sources, while over 800 people had been displaced by the fighting. At least 3 civilians were killed during clashes in the Jaysasan and Alotnan Heights the next day. Iranian forces claimed to have killed over 21 PJAK fighters, confirming that 2 Revolutionary Guards had been killed and 2 had been injured during the clashes. On July 29, suspected PJAK militants blew up the Iran-Turkey gas pipeline, which was repaired the next day. On August 1, Iranian forces killed 3 and arrested 4 of the militants said to be responsible for the attack, at least one of which was a Turkish citizen. On August 5, the leader of Party of Free Life for Kurdistan, Rahman Haji Ahmadi, said to Newsmax that more than 300 Iranian Revolutionary Guards had been killed in a series of ambushes, while acknowledging 16 losers. Iranian officials, however, claimed to have killed over 150 PJAK forces during the operations, confirming the deaths of only 17 Revolutionary Guards. On August 8, 2011, Abdul Rahman Haji Ahmadi, the leader of the Party of Free Life of Kurdistan, said the armed rebel group is prepared to negotiate with Iran and maintained that Kurdish issues need to be solved through peaceful means. In an exclusive interview with Rudor, Haji Ahmadi acknowledged that in some cases compromise is inevitable and indicated that PJAK is willing to lay down its arms. He said fighting may not help Kurds secure political and cultural rights in Iran. On August 8, 2011, Murat Karayilan, the leader of the Kurdistan Workers' Party, said they withdrew all PJAK fighters out of Iran and sent him to PKK camps in the Kandil Mountains. He said they replaced PJAK forces on the Iranian border with PKK forces to prevent further clashes and called on Iran to end attacks because unlike the PJAK, the PKK was not at war with Iran. Karayilan released the following statement. As the PKK, we have not declared any war against Iran. We do not wish to fight against the Islamic Republic of Iran either. Why? Because one of the aims of the international forces who seek to redesign the region is to besiege Iran. Currently, they are more preoccupied with Syria. If they just manage to work things out there as they wish, it will be Iran's turn next. As Kurds, we do not think it quite right to be involved in a war with Iran at such a stage. You have no interest in targeting the PKK. You must end this conflict. It is America that wants this conflict to go on, because these attacks of yours serve America's interests. They want both the PKK and Iran to grow weaker. On September 5, 2011, the Revolutionary Guard rejected the ceasefire declared by the Kurdish rebel group PJAK as meaningless, as long as PJAK forces remained on the borders of the Islamic Republic. Iran also said its troops had killed 30 PJAK fighters and wounded 40 in several days of fighting. The battle ended inconclusively and on September 12, the ceasefire was restored. Iranian official propaganda claimed to have captured 3 PJAK camps and to have destroyed PJAK's military capability. The organization dismissed this, asserting that its fighters had defeated an Iranian attempt to seize the Kandil area. On September 29, 2011, Iranian sources reported PJAK had officially surrendered after 180 deaths and 300 injured. According to another Iranian source, Iranian ambassador to Iraq Hassan Dana Afar declared that they had cleared all areas of PJAK activities and that they had reached an agreement with the Iraqi central government and the Kurdistan regional government, in which they vowed to keep the border peaceful. According to Fars News, Revolutionary Guard Ground Commander General Abdollah Araki declared that the conflict had ended after PJAK had accepted Iran's terms and withdrawn all its forces from Iranian soil. In late October 2011, President of Iraqi Kurdistan Masoud Barzani said in a visit to Tehran that an agreement had been reached between the Kurdistan regional government and the PJAK, in which the PJAK had agreed to end its armed activities in the region and that the borders between Iran and the Kurdistan region would now be safe. On December 28, 2011, Iran's Revolutionary Guards Corps clashed with PJAK forces in Ban-Er in northwest Iran. PJAK reported that it was attacked by Iranian government forces. which led to the death of 9 government officials. PJAK says it sustained no casualties. The Fars news agency, which is close to the Revolutionary Guard, confirmed that a member of Basij, and Revolutionary Guard subgroup, was killed in the conflict, adding that several PJAK members were wounded. 2012 On early January, Gloria Center of the IDC published that despite the claims of the Iranians to have destroyed PJAK, the organization has survived the assault. PJAK was reported to be engaged in the construction of new defensive positions close to the border. On January 4, it was reported that the Kurdistan Free Life Party of Iran said Islamic Republic forces have violated the terms of the ceasefire between the two sides, relating to the Ban Air clash a week earlier. On April 25, 2012, in a clash near Parveh, in Kermanshah province of Iran, 4 Revolutionary Guard officers were killed and 4 others wounded. Casualties were also inflicted to PJAK, but there were no estimations available. While the open Iran-PJAK conflict largely stalled after the Parveh clash, according to a Kurdish website, at least 33 Kurds have been shot by the Revolutionary Guard in different cities in Iranian Kurdistan since the end of March 2012. Out of the 33 Kurds who have been shot at by the Guard, 21 have died and 12 have been injured seriously. 2013 During February 2013, 3 Iranian Revolutionary Guard soldiers died in separate clashes with PJAK. There were also 2 clashes between the PJAK and the Revolutionary Guard in mid-April near Kurdish-inhabited areas along the border with Turkey. A number of clashes between PJAK and Revolutionary Guard took place also in May 2013, with at least 2 Iranian soldiers killed. On June 6, 2013, Yusuf Hamzalu, a member of Iran's Revolutionary Guards, was killed near the northwestern border of Iran. According to Iran's Mehr news agency, he was buried in Zandan on June 10. The Party for a Free Life in Kurdistan, PKK's Iranian branch, denied the news report in a media release and actually accused Iran of hiding the fact that the Iranian soldier was killed by the Free Syrian Army in Syria. On early August, the Iran-based Party of Free Life of Kurdistan announced that it is ready to send fighters to Syrian Kurdistan to fight beside their people. On August 14, 4 Revolutionary Guard guards killed and 3 wounded during mine dismantlement in Kurdistan province. On August 19, a battle erupted in the Sardash border area between Revolutionary Guard and PJAK, in which PJAK claimed to kill 7 Iranian soldiers and lose 2 fighters. Iran didn't comment on the event. On October 10, 5 to 6 Revolutionary Guard force members were killed in Kurdistan province. During October, 9 civilian casualties were reported from Revolutionary Guard fire in Iranian Kurdistan province. Also during October, 2 PJAK members were executed. On October 27, 3 PJAK were killed and 3 captured according to Iranian press TV. On October 31, 1 Iranian border guard killed by rebels. 2014 On Saturday, January 4, Iranian security forces shot and killed a 26-year-old Kurdish man by the name of Sayman Khzri in the town of Sardasht in unclear circumstances. On June 2014, Iranian forces claimed to clash PJAK militants and killing at least 2 of them. 2015 In February 2015, Iran executed a Kurdish citizen accused of being a member of the armed wing of PJAK. The execution was performed despite a global effort to prevent it, as the executed Sayman Nassim was arrested at the age of 17. On 20 May 2015, PJAK guerrillas killed a single IRGC soldier in the village of Hensharan, Meriwan area, after the Iranian army launched a counterinsurgency operation. In August 2015, PJAK claimed killing 33 Iranian soldiers in 2 separate incidents. Iran didn't confirm casualties, though indicated armed clashes occurred. Also, Iran killed 4 YRK members and arrested one of them. Warfare tactics. PJAK has adopted hit-and-run assault tactics against Iranian forces, carrying them out with small arms and grenades. Afterward, PJAK fighters may either melt back into Iranian society or recross the border into Iraqi Kurdistan. PJAK is believed to have some heavier weaponry in its Mount Kandil camp such as RPGs and heavy machine guns.